I think it's working now, ladies. Can you guys hear and see me now? Maybe mute me, because that's going to be confusing me. Sorry, I'm talking to Eric over here, because he's sitting next to me so he can catch your questions. Ladies, when you have a question, if you can put it on all caps so that my husband can pick it up, because I get some questions that are being left out. When the red
chat.
What?
They're still on the same chat.
Kateri singing songs. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm singing.
All right. Hopefully. Is that much better?
Yeah.
I think it's just YouTube wants to stress me out. I think that's what it is. It really is. Okay, so we talked about the reason why.
Are you? I don't see you live on YouTube.
I'm live on YouTube. Eric just said I'm live on YouTube.
Okay, hang on. Let me try to get that link.
Mute your dog, please. Okay. Cam flipping. Oh, the camera's flipping. That'd be my mistake. That's easy fixable. Okay. All right. You're live. I'm live. Yes, I'm live. Okay. So we already talked why I like to sew on my pages. It just gives it a really nice, unique look. And then for those of you guys that are joining me, welcome, welcome, ladies. Sorry for all the little craziness that we always have with YouTube. Honest to God, I think it's YouTube. It can't be me. It's not because I'm not technically savvy. I'm going to blame YouTube on this, and I'm going to blame Vanessa, because Vanessa's always getting in trouble.
Oh, rude.
Okay. So, you know, when you're thinking about junk journals, you're thinking about little pieces of things that you have laying around that you want to throw in this. Ephemeras are really nice, and you can find a lot on like eBay. That you can print out. If you don't want to print them out because you don't have a printer, hi Kimberly, you can go, okay, Linda, one question. I'm still here. Okay. Linda, I can see your questions. Yes. Okay. So you can go to Etsy or any of those stores or online stores and get your printed ledgers that you can, digital ledgers that you can print out. I will post the links to several of the ones that I like to purchase from that are very, very reasonable as far as digital images. When I think digital images, I'm thinking, you know, anything more than $4.50. That's just like, actually anything more than $4. That's just like way too much. So a lot of these digital images, I will make sure you guys get, you know, where to buy these. And you can use little bags. So you can sew on them. If you have some hole punchers, that's really important. If you don't, you know, a hole puncher is important to punch out your pages. I use various punches. These are by Crocodile. We are memory keepers. You know, we all love we are memory keepers. And these are corner for your corners. And I will show you how to use that here in a bit. And of course, my favorite ink of all time is the Tim Holtz Vintage Photos and my dabbers. All right, so we're up to par now, all right? Yeah, you happy? Okay. I think I need some coffee. I think I'm like kind of, so we got the measurements. I put the measurements on this particular album. I based it off the album, and I did 5.5 by 7 1/8 for the inside sheets of the chipboard that you get from your Want2Scrap collection, and it's SKU number 9510. And then for the sheets that I made, that one is, I always leave like a 1/4 inch border on each when I do that. So I'm always figuring if the page is 5.5 inches wide, like this one, I'm going to make my inside 5 inch. I'm going to take a 1/2 inch from each side. So if it's 5.5 inch, the main layout, your second layer is going to be a 1/2 inch smaller, so you get a 1/4 inch on each side. And then you're going to do the same thing on the opposite side when you're cutting. So on the inside one, it is the second layer, it is 6 5/8. So 5 by 6 5/8, and I only do it by inches. So if you're doing it by centimeters, I think you have to multiply that, what I give you, times 2.75, I think, or 2.57. I think it's how you come up with centimeters. It's been a while, ladies.
Karen says don't drink coffee when you have a sore throat. It's dehydrating.
It is. Karen, I like coffee, but I'm going to listen to you because I have a bottle of water next to me. Okay, so we got all that squared. Now, for pockets, we're going to work on we did our first pocket here, and same way as you would when you're doing your lacy albums, you're just going to cut it out, but you're going to make some little flaps to go inside to make sure your things are kept in place. And then I did these little tags, and I printed these off from an online store, and I will put the link below. And of course, we use our little laces and remnants to decorate it. So let's start by distressing that, and I should have distressed it before I glued it on. Now for glue, I personally like my Scotch Quick Dry. I've used that for years, and it's just a personal preference for me. But I was told to use this one. It was good, but I find that this one is, and I'm using it because I need to use it. I don't want to waste it. It's a lot more watered down for me, so I'm not crazy about this one. It does dry clear, but I find it takes longer for it to dry than my Scotch Quick Dry. I don't use too many snail adhesive. Now the reason being is because we do live in a state that's a little bit humid, and so I find that when I use the snail adhesives, the stuff starts to fall apart. I don't know if you guys had that problem before, but I know I have, and I don't like that. All right, so typically you want to distress your edges and blend it out, and the best thing is to use little dabbers or your little makeup sponges if you have some laying around that you're not using. I've been known to use those as well because they're affordable, especially when you're using them. Like when I did a lot of paper crafting, I went to Dollar Tree and I picked up my makeup sponges because I was using them so much that they start to tear up and you have to replace it, and they're expensive. So I don't paper craft too often. So all right, so we're gonna distress these. You can, again, I'm gonna make these a little bit more vintage looking. And Mr. Larson's here sitting next to me, so he's going to try to... You trying to run? Is that what you said? Oh, he's laying. How lazy is that? While his wife is working, he's laying down.
Where did you get the trim that you ruffled? Is it a CWD store item?
Which trim did I ruffled? Which one?
On the first tag you distressed.
This one here, this is a it is a created with details trim, I do not think they have any more. I do not think that they have any more of it. All right, so when you want to do these, you want to distress it before you put the inks on. That is a given for me, except that I was trying to get it done for you guys, and I bypassed that for a split second. I went brain farts. Why are you laughing?
Linda wants to know if I know what the brown hair shoes on string. I don't. Karen says I'm a good man. Help me out.
Oh, yes, he is a good man. And he's looking to find me that machine that I so want. He's trying to find me that machine. Okay, so on page 2, we have this, right? We're going to move all this stuff. And I came up with a little little waterfall that we're going to put on just like so. And it's cut out of craft paper. Now I'm going to give you guys the measurements because I've cut it. Don't know where I laid it, but I cut it. Eric, do you know where I put it? You took it from me, didn't you? Because it's laying underneath the album. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do, here's my tapes. I have my 1/4-inch score tape and I have my 1/2-inch score tape. Best place to purchase these is at Amazon. Okay, Amazon is my favorite friend. So this is where I purchased these, and I don't get anything other than these two. A 1/2-inch and a 1/4-inch is all I always get. So we're gonna go, and the first thing you're gonna do is you can cut out a decorative piece. Again, this here is 4 by 6.5 inch. And then this is where you're going to pick up a decorative corner and you're going to punch. I'm going to use, like, I don't want that one. That gives me an angle. I'm going to use the deco, and you can tuck it in there, squeeze, tuck, squeeze, and you have a little decorative corner. All right. And then you're going to cut 6 little pages. And you're going to cut 6 decorative pages. Now your main page, which is the craft, is going to be 6 pieces that are 2 3/4 by 4 inches wide, because it has to fit the size of your paper. So 2 3/4 by 4, and you need 6 of those. And then you're going to cut 6 of the decorative pieces that'll go on top, just like that. And those are 3.5, 1 3/4 by 3.5. And I sewed my edges already. I did that for you guys. You guys didn't see it, but I did it. Hi, Heidi. Welcome. All right, so now we're going to go ahead, and once you have that, you distress all your pieces. That's important, right? Let's move all this aside. Go ahead and cut all your corners out. And we're using the deco corners, and you're just going to do one side. And punch those out before you do anything else. And you're going to get your score pal out, or your scoreboard, whatever you guys call it.
Want2Scrap that sells for set 2 by the single pages. The shipping cost of Europe is crazy.
Who said that?
Britt.
Okay, Britt, they do sell it. They are selling it now. They're going to start selling it in single pages. They've already started loading up a couple pieces. I know the Victorian boot's available as a single page. And there's something else that she's loaded. They're working slowly on it. So I will run it by her. Okay, so once you have all your pages.
What kind of tool are you using to rough up the paper edge?
I just had it here, ladies. Right here. Your Prima Ingrid Distresser. Okay, and you're going to go in and you can distress it if you want, just to give it that really rough, just for the sake of everyone in here, you can just go like that around the corners of your edges of your desk, and just, you can do that if you don't have a tool. You don't have to necessarily have the tool. You can use the back of your scissors. It works all just the same. Okay, just like that. Okay, all right, so then you have all those, and then you're going to grab your scoreboard. And you're going to score on the longer side. You're going to score, okay, and you're going to score it at a 1/2 inch.
Patricia uses a nail file to do that on the paper.
I'm sorry, what?
Patricia says I use a nail file.
Yeah, you can use a nail file as well. The edges of your desk, the edges of your scissors. You can use anything to distress your corners. It's like you don't really need that. After I purchased that tool, it was like, oh well, you know, that's just another tool that goes in the collection of stuff that I have. There you go. Thank you, Nancy. You know, they write really fancy and they can't really tell what it says there on those things. It's fancy. It's like the doctor's writing, you know. Can't understand it. It might be poisoning you with their fancy handwritings when they're giving you their prescriptions.
Penny says hi.
Hi, Penny.
She's home sick in bed.
Aw. What do you have? A cold? I think I'm catching a cold. I think Vanessa gave me her yuckies.
Like Christy wants to know what if I don't have a score pad.
Our scoreboard's expensive. If you go to the Martha store, like Michael's has the Martha store, and I think Hobby Lobby has it, use your 40% coupons. I think generally they run about $30. It's been a while since I bought one. But they can be pricey, but just use your coupon. If you don't have a scoreboard, then just take your ruler. Where's my ruler? You know, and just kind of mark where you're going to score. I would mark it like it's a 1/2 inch. Let me zoom in so you can see this. All right, so I'm going to make some marks at 1/2 inch. You're going to have to make it with, if you're doing it by hand, you're going to have to make that mark several times, just, and maybe have like a little mat that's cushiony, so that you get that indentation. And then take your ruler, hold it in place on all those markings, and then take your bone folder and just score it down there to get your score line, okay? And then just kind of use your bone folder to get that nice crease. All right, so we're going to go ahead and kind of distress these, and you can blend it out. And the thing the reason I like using a lot of my projects, I like using craft paper, because it gets a really nice burnt look to it when you're blending out, as opposed to this. See that? It looks really vintage, and I like that look. And you're gonna fold into where the groove is, the crease. This is the hump, and this is the where it's the indentation. You're gonna fold in towards that one. Okay.
Sierra says thanks for sharing, or so much for showing that.
Oh, you're welcome, hon. So then you're gonna do that on all. I do it on both sides, ladies, and I cut out just one side, but you can cut out 2 decorative pieces to go inside and out. It doesn't matter, however you feel. Once you have all your sides done, and I don't have all my sides done, so we're gonna chit chat and talk about anything you guys want to talk. If you have any questions, you can ask me now. And as I'm inking, it's a refresher course for me. You know why? Because it's been so long since I've actually done an album. And I used to do the albums entirely from scratch. But gosh, that takes forever to do. It really does. I like doing it like this where I can blend it, but my desk is like wobbly.
Marianne's leaving.
Bye, Marianne. All right. You see the difference it makes when we're distressing with craft paper? I don't know. If you take a regular piece of cardstock and you try to do this on that, I don't think it works just as, it doesn't look as vintage to me. I prefer craft paper always. That and watercolor paper. I love making albums with watercolor paper.
Sarah wants to know, is this a little booklet you make for your junk journal?
Yeah, this is a little, we're working on the waterfall. Oh, I don't even know why. We're working on the waterfall. This is what we're working on building right here, okay? And that is just so that you can add little pieces to your album. Little mementos, pictures, you know, whatever you want to add to your album. This waterfall can be added in. All right, so now I'm going to do this one.
Mary Tyler Moore, guys.
Who?
Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh. Aw. How old was she?
They posted it in the group.
She wasn't too old.
What kind of sewing machine are you talking about?
The sewing machine that I want is that new We Are Memory Keepers that does twine. It's my dream machine. That way I'm not ruining my really expensive machine, but they said it's like $149. I think that's what Tammy said. And it was, I posted a little link in my Facebook because I was dreaming about it. Something new that We Are Memories Keepers are coming up with. All right, so we have all those. I've sewn these up, and I told you that, guys, the measurements. If you guys are following through, you need me to repeat the measurements for this one as well. Hey, Deborah. So doing albums and these kind of things, it does take a while to build. As if everything else we do, it takes a while. You know, to build them, it takes a while. But once you have the whole, it's like when Michelle's working on, oh, I didn't do that one. when Michelle's working on her albums, the first one, it's the planification form, so it doesn't take as long. It takes longer, and then the second one doesn't take as long. All right, we're gonna punch this on the deco. Wrong punch again. I thought it wasn't pricey. I was thinking I was gonna have to save like $500 for that machine, but I'm gonna get the pink one too. I like mint, but mint doesn't go in my decor here. All right, so now you have everything all lined up. Now let's take our little glue, and we're gonna glue these down. But you're gonna glue it. See how this is folding here? The folding side is back. You're gonna glue it to the front, okay? And again, I'm not a fan of this glue. I'm not. I repeat, I'm trying to use it up because it wasn't cheap. And I try to leave, I cut it so there's about a 1/4 inch on each side of everything. You can have a little baby wipe to wipe up any excess glue. So again, here's the little, you can feel the little notch. And then over here you have the indentation. We're going to put it on the side that has the little notch. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this glue. All right. There we go. Have any of you guys done junk journals? I'm sure Gail has, because Gail and Kateri has done paper stuff, and I think Kimberly Purple has done paper stuff, and Denise, I saw her doing paper stuff. Actually, Denise has a YouTube channel. If you guys haven't checked her out, she had an awesome tutorial on embossing, and she did a beautiful card. And so that's another thing I haven't done in ages. My God, Denise, when I saw you embossing, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about embossing. I forgot that it existed. But she did a beautiful card. So if you're looking for card ideas, check out Denise. All right. And Vanessa said she was going to start doing some little paper tutorials as well. Right, Vanessa? If you're here, Vanessa's going to leave me here soon.
She already has.
And she had to go pick up her grandbaby.
I can't find it, so I can't post it. I'm not very good at this.
My husband says he can't find the sewing machine, so he can't post a link. Hi, Kathy Lynn. You're making cards now. Oh, are you making cards for Valentine's, Tammy? All right, so we have that. I just use my finger to burnish. Now we're going to go take our score tape, and on that side you're going to put your score tape. I just put one strip. I don't go crazy over this because this tape is not cheap.
Gail making Valentine wands.
Ooh, Valentine's wand. What are those?
Jenny's making paper dolls.
Paper doll. Oh yeah, you're doing the Prima dolls. You're still working on those. See, I've never gotten into those Prima dolls. I think their legs look kind of funky. All right, so now once you have that, you're going to peel back, and you can put a nice little decorative paper here if you want. I'm not, ladies. Okay, I'm going to peel it off, and this is going to go flush. Once you fold it over like that, here's the score tape right there. Fold it down like that. Carefully flush it against that edge of your top piece. And this is a non-forgiving tape. This tape will not, it doesn't give you much wiggle room. Burnish. And then your next piece is going to go, okay, before I peel it off, you see where this little mark is right there? This is going to flush up right against, butt up right against that last piece. It's not going to go on top like that. It's going to go right below that. Okay, flush it against that. All 6 pieces are going to be like that. So, you know, you don't really need to decorate your inside piece because who's going to see it with all this stuff?
Let me just send you the link for the sewing machine.
Oh, okay. I think I had, is it the link for the sale or the link for the video, Linda? I think you can pull up my Facebook, Eric, and see it there on Facebook to see what it is she's sending me.
She says it's a link to the sewing machine.
Okay, see on this part here, you can add more pieces of decorative there if you want, or notes or whatever. I didn't do that. I'll probably go back and do that.
The link to the video.
Oh, the link to the video, Linda. Yeah, I have the link to the video, hon. What I don't have is they said it's not going to be released until April. It's not going to be available for sale until April. Okay, so I can't buy it yet. All right, so now we have that. Okay, kind of flatten it out a little. And then I made a small little pocket because you can decorate this piece down here. But I'm not. What I'm going to do is I made a little pocket, and my little pocket is 1 3/4 inch wide by 5 inches, and then you're going to need your scoreboard again. All right, and I'm going to use this decorative piece here that I cut out. I'm not sure if I want the stripes or the wording. No, I think I'm going to go with the stripes. So we're going to do it there. We're going to score at 1/2 inch. Okay, see? We're going to score at 1/2 inch. And then score at 5/8. Am I doing that right? Yeah.
Our inches will be released on HSN on March 8th.
March 8th. Ooh. That sounds good. I like that. All right. And then you're going to score. So you're going to go at 1/2 inch and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1/8 inch. So 1/2 inch, 5/8 inch. And then you're going to go at 4 3/8 inch. And then at 4 1/2 inch. That way you have a little groove of an 1/8 inch slot. So you can tuck in. So it's going to look like that. You see that? Has a little 1/8 inch of a slot there. And then you're going to turn it the other way, the long way. Let's see. We're going to turn it the long way, and you're going to score it again at, what did I see here? I wrote it down, ladies. Then you're going to score it again at, let's see, it has to be a 1/2 inch. So about 1, 2, 3, 1 3/8 inch. Okay, 1 3/8 inch. Just like that. And you can make an extra 1/2 inch. So let's go 1 1/4 inch so that you can have that little extra lip in there. You guys need that measurement? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay, so we went at 1/2 inch, 5/8 inch, 4 1/4 inch, and 4 1/2 inch. Then we turned it long ways. We went at 1 1/4 inch and then 1 3/8 inch. Okay? All right. You can distress it now before you start chomping, because we got to miter some edges here. You can take and on the hump side, put your tape. The mouse took my tape and they're right in front of me. Yeah, it's the We Are Memory sewing machine, the new one. All right,
It's
and
called a happy stitch.
you need to make sure you don't put your score tape on the 1/8 inch side, because that's going to be your little extra wiggle room to be able to insert pictures and little notes and things like that. All right, so take your scissors. I'm going to turn it on the other side so y'all can see what I'm doing. All right. So if I turn it this side, I'm going to put my scissors right in the angle between there and miter that. Okay.
Everybody likes your shirt.
Oh, thank you. No, you can't have it. And I'm going to miter up here and here. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold it on my 1/8 inch marks. I know. I remember when I used to teach the Latinas how to do the albums. They would always tell me, why do you have to bring 1/8 inch into this? Why? Why do you always do 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch measurements?
Tracy says she's going to sneak behind you and start cutting on your shirt.
You're going to sneak behind me and cut my shirt? I don't think so. I have to look up sometime. All right, we're going to add the 1/2 inch to the back of this. I'm too busy. I can still feel you, Christy love. But nice try. Why are you laughing?
Call me a cow tail.
Oh.
So I wouldn't notice.
All right, so we're going to peel these off and we're going to glue this on to our page here. And I eyeball everything. I can't sit here and measure everything. I'm flushing it to the top of this paper. If I was to sit here and measure everything, I would go nuts. I think that's why I got out of the paper. I could not take it, ladies. All the measurements. All right, so now you have that going on. And then we made this cute little pocket that has an 1/8 inch tuck. See that? So now we're going to carefully remove one backing and flush it down here.
I was asking if just the two of us are home today, kids at school.
The kids are school.
Carlos.
Kids are at school. All right, so then we have that one there. And then we're going to peel off carefully this one here. And then do this one over here. And it should all butt up, okay? There we go. So then you have a little cute pocket, and you see how it's sticking out. That's why we did the 1/8 inch mark on it, so that you have that extra wiggle room to add all your little cute embellishments that we're about to put in here, okay? All right, so that is that one. And what we're gonna do is, I have these little clothespins that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. I have one of these from Want2Scrap. Now, let's add a little doily here. Hold on, ladies. We can add a little doily in here. See that? That fits perfect in that pocket. So we're going to add that little doily. I'm going to distress it first. Are you guys getting bored yet? I feel like I'm talking to myself.
No, they're just chatting it up in the chat box.
I hope I'm not boring anybody.
You're not boring anybody.
All right, so we're going to distress that a little. You can blend it out. If you blend it out with your dabber or your makeup sponge, because it's a lot cheaper, if you're doing a lot of paper crafts, you pick up some of those embossing, and look at that. It looks like it's really old and vintage. I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. I do.
So you can never be boring.
Oh, thank you, ladies. Sometimes I feel like I bore you guys, so I'm sorry. All right, so we're going to do that. We're just going to go and...
It's sitting in my spot.
Mami, oh, I was going to say to Mamita, bring me some tea. And call my daughter Mamita. Okay. We're going to tuck that in, and it fits just perfect. And if you guys want the measurement of this doily, and they're not on sale this week, for my friend Nancy, I'm her personal secret shopper. Miss Nancy, I will show you later what is on sale at Hobby Lobby, because I know I'm your personal shopper. And we're going to use one of these from Want2Scrap, and we're going to go, yes, you are. We're going to use our little finger technique and distressing. And this is the, let's see, what is this one, Vanessa?
Karen says you're hers too.
Yes, and I'm Karen's too. I'm going to show you. They have some little cute bags that you guys can use for these things like this at 50% off.
Right, Linda, John says never ever born. We would not be watching you if you were born. First to the number 2, love you to the moon and back.
Aw. All right, because I distress it with my yucky fingers.
And Jenny didn't know you were taking on new clients.
I'm their secret. I'm their secret shopper. I go pick up what they tell me to pick up when it's on sale. All right, so we got that one. And we're probably gonna use that. Let's see how it's gonna fit in our album. That's important, ladies. And make sure it all works, right? So that's gonna sit like outside of my album like that, but I wanna make sure because I know of my album right about there. So I'm gonna move that down here at the bottom of my album, just like so. So it'll be like a tab. So I'm gonna do the back of it because that's important. Do the back, May. Do the back. I do need my baby wipes, but I have a son who likes to come in here. He grabs all my baby wipes. He'll grab anything that's not nailed down. Yeah, my husband said anything that's not nailed down that he can use for my craft room. Yes, thank you. It's the SKU 5005. It is the item that I'm using here. I'm going to go ahead and put some more. I just kind of like it to look really old and rustic, worn out, old. I don't know. Did I say that enough? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get more ink in this dabber. Let's go and hit it really good. And another thing you can do, since Denise reminded me of embossing that I haven't done in ages, you can emboss this entire piece with Versamark, put some embossing on it, and it'll give it a really cute look as well. So we're going to go in here and kind of hit it here and there. Make it old, make it look like it's really an old piece. And we're going to adjust it flush to the bottom because I know my closure is going to sit like halfway into my album right there. So we're going to take our glue gun now. Finally, the glue gun gets used. All right. Just like so. All right, so that'll be like a cute little tab on it. Now, all right, ladies, you guys know me with the cleaning.
What do y'all do when your hands hurt?
I'm sorry, what?
What do you all do when your hands hurt really bad?
What do I do when my hands hurt really bad? I take a lot of Aleve. I've been told to use Vicks. I have not used that yet, just because of it's probably greasy, and with me working with stuff all the time, it's kind of hard. So I really don't use a whole lot of anything, to be honest, other than Aleve. Oh, you look forward to my classes. I'm so glad. Thank you, Susan. I had to get some water, ladies. Okay, so keep working on this piece here so that, and we're going to probably put a little pin there. And once you start folding it up, it'll flatten up. Now we're going to go, and I have this little piece here. It's a crocheted piece. Let's see if it'll tuck in there. Chamomile. Nope, that's not going to fit in there. But hey, Karen, not Karen. Yeah, Karen Billinger and Nancy, as I was shopping today, they had these mini file folders at Hobby Lobby, originally $3.99. Had them for 72 cents. And there's a pack of 4 file folders in here. All right, so we're going to add a little picture in here. We're going to distress it first because that's kind of ugly. We need to make it look old and vintage. And we need to get some laces up in there because, you know, We're the lace ladies. We're all about the laces, right?
White cotton gloves on.
Gloves? Oh, so do it at night. Don't do it when I'm working. See, the problem is it hurts when I'm working.
Crafty Moon says she started using black seed oil for arthritis. And it's helping so far.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, black seed oil? Oh, you'll have to send me a link of where you buy that. I never heard of that. Crafty Moo has given me some really good tips. She's the one that told me to use the lint roller that I can't live without, and my son's always stealing. Right.
Thomas says she loves them. Does that mean you pick me up somewhere? You just teasing me?
No, I can pick you up some. They had some, honey. Let's see. So I got some images, and I'm going to use these from Tim Holtz ephemeras. I've never worked with these. I normally print images from online. So we're going to play with some of these because I've never been one to buy these. I always print everything. I print everything, ladies. I need to distress this butterfly. And we can put some, Want2Scrap has some dimensional poppy thingies. I don't know what they're called. Poppy thingies, dimensional tape. Help me out, paper makers. Gail, Kateri.
Foam dots.
What are they called?
It's called foam dots.
Are you sure about that?
That's what I call them.
Adhesive foam dots. You're right.
Haha.
It's been a while, ladies. I'm telling you, it's been a while. All right. So we're going to put a butterfly. We're going to... They're snot dots? Is that what they're called? Snot dots? Ooh, look at this. Ooh. Look at all these nice little pieces. I didn't see these. Now, see? How much did I pay for that? Who knows? It was free. No price on it. Oh. I never bought those before, but they looked interesting. So we're going to put a little number 2 on there. And you can sew these. Oh, Tim Holtz, all the Tim Holtz to Karen and Nancy. They're 30% off right now at Hobby Lobby. Everything Tim Holtz is 30% off. I don't know if you guys are into Tim Holtz, but I picked up some Tim Holtz stuff. It's been a while since I've used anything Tim Holtz. I'm not going to lie. It's been since 2013, 2014. So we're going to do this here. Add the number 2. And then let's see if there's a little place for a memo. Do they have any memo pads here? Anything for writing? My gosh, what do they have for writing? Nothing, but they have the Paper Studio tags were 50% off, so I paid $2 for these. So I'm going to cut one of these down. And they look like little ledger ones. I know, you guys are probably thinking, May, do you know what you're doing? Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. So we're going to size it down to fit in here. Because we need a place to write notes. If you have love notes you want to write, we're going to add your little love notes there. So we're going to turn this off to size it.
She doesn't have a single thing of Tim Holtz.
You don't have a single thing of... I used to have a lot of Tim Holtz. Used to. And then I got rid of all my paper stuff. All right, so you can even sew these. If we had that nice sewing machine, you know, we can sew it more. All right, so we can add that there. We distressed it enough that we can add it there now. Hey, that fit perfect right in there. That fit perfect. Look at that little pocket. You can open it up, put some little notes in there. We got to make it pretty. We have to make it pretty. So what lace are we going to use? Let's use this one by my friend Marty gave it to me because I don't like ugly. We're not going to have ugly. So we're going to decorate this a little bit pretty.
Very solid. So she took a class with him, sat right next to me, and he used her stuff to demonstrate.
Really? Oh, do you still have it? I would have had him sign that. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Oh my gosh. I've never had the pleasure of meeting him. I had the pleasure of meeting Teresa Collins, Michelle Parrish, Heidi Swap. And then we're going to go over here and we're going to add more prettiness to it.
Oh, she got her apron signed and book signed.
Oh man, I'm jealous. No, I'm not. That's really cool. So are his classes expensive? I've never taken one of his classes. Of course, I've never met him.
I was rethinking it since he's an actual man.
What's that?
She says, oh, so Tim's an actual man. I might think twice now.
Oh, he is a guy, Linda. What did you think he was?
And Christy says he's not bad looking.
No, he's not. So we're going to add some pop dots. And these are, Want2Scrap carries these in their store. And I'll make sure I link the item numbers. I'm going to do double pop dots. Oh, no, they're kind of thick. They're actually really thick. They're about 1/8 of an inch thick. So we're going to add some pop dots on here. And,
The weekend was $500 for all the classes.
whoa.
We got a ton of stuff.
Oh, my God. For a weekend? Terry. I didn't realize it was that expensive to get a class with him.
Linda just thought it was a shop.
Oh boy. All right, so we're going to take our nails. I really need to wash my hands. And peel these back. Just make a little indentation there. I didn't realize it was that expensive to get a class by him. I'll put that little butterfly there. I just thought about something.
Whoever says these things make it do a class for half the price.
Man, I never realized it was that expensive. I don't know. What did he teach? All right, so we put a little, we had to make it pretty. We had to make it pretty, ladies. We're going to put something here because, you know me, I got to make my stuff look pretty.
This is the class was in Columbus. We had classes from 9 to 7 every day. There were other teachers there too. Sherry, Carol, and Jennifer McGuire.
Oh, I don't know them. Who are they?
And Penny Kismeyer says Teresa Collins is more than that. And Linda says he teaches class on how to spend your money on his things.
Who said that, Linda?
Yeah.
No, he teaches you how to do things, Linda. Silly girl. We're going to go with this one, my favorite for here. And that's a Hobby Lobby button trim, you guys know, and it's on sale this week. He teaches you more than that. And I'm not, you know what? It's got some buttons sticking out here and there, but that's what's going to make it junky. The fact that I'm going to leave that piece out there and the piece out here, that to me speaks junky. Okay, so now we're going to tuck that there, and we're going to add some other little embellishments to make this little baby.
Jerry says if you ever get that famous, we all get a discount.
I don't think I'll ever make it that famous, but thank you for thinking that. Patricia, that is my favorite trim. I think every time I go to Hobby Lobby, I pick that trim up. And it's because I love it so much. It's so cute. It's so dainty. And my husband is sitting in this room, and in that other room, there is some buttons on that shelf. And he's going to be gracious enough, kind enough, and he's going to give me that jar of buttons. And see, he is so nice. So then, see, we can use this here to hold down those tabs if we want. But once the album starts to get packed, that's going to be folded down. And then I have some, what you call these things, washi tapes. Tim Holtz again. I'm telling you, I was Tim Holtz out this time.
Yep, it's washi tape.
That's red. Eric, why would you give me some red buttons? On the same shelf where those buttons are. He was trying to give me some red buttons. Now, do you guys ever see me use red? There's a button, another one there with buttons. All right, we're going to put some of this washi tape on here just to kind of decorate a little bit and then trim off the extras. Nope. Should be the white buttons. I'll go get it, I'll get it, Meister. He says I'm killing him because he can't find the buttons, ladies. All right, so we kind of used the washi tape to decorate.
Grab buttons. Don't mention the color. Grab the buttons.
How often do you see me use color? Not often. Don't answer that one. All right, so we'll use that washi tape to decorate our little clothespins here. Oh, wrong one.
Nancy says she's getting her list together.
You're getting your lists together. All right, now we're going to distress this baby. You can add, if you're not sure about whether or not this washi tape is going to last a while, you can take some Mod Podge, run it on top. I'm just distressing it more, but you can take it, seal it with some Mod Podge to seal it. But I just kind of took a plain clothespin and kind of add some washi tape to it. Okay, so now we're going to add more embellishments and trinkets and buttons because I just got my jar of buttons here. And I'm going to add that there.
Kristen's going to hand you a list too because she can't shop.
You can't shop. Why can't you shop?
She's saving money for her storage workbox.
Oh.
May. Nancy
Yes.
Thomas says she's getting a list together.
Oh yes, Eric just told me. Eric just told me. All right, why do you guys make it so hard for us to pull these? Really? Really, people?
Your handsome.
Huh?
Your hand.
Bendición. Ladies, my aunt's here visiting me. So I had to say bendición. We do that. That's like proper etiquette in our Spanish-speaking countries. We ask for our blessings of our elders. All right. Follow me. All right, let's get this button and let's get some twine up in here. Is she speaking in Spanish? Oh, she is.
Oh, I see.
Oh, she's being brave and speaking English. Ah. Ladies, do you guys even know how disgusted I am by looking at my fingers?
May, I'm going to tell you something.
What?
You're going to get mad, but I'm going to say it anyway. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Vanessa, can I reach over to the screen and smack you?
Go ahead.
Would that be called an assault?
Huh?
Is that an assault?
No, it's not an insult.
Assault.
No, it's not assault.
All right, so we're
It's
going
only
to add.
assault if you have a dangerous weapon.
All right, so we're going to add the button there. And we're going to use that as a bit of a clothing mechanism here as well so that we can tuck something else there. I'm just going to put it on one edge so that we can tuck something there as well. And then all these little cute things come in it, but the only thing is it's one-sided, so you gotta make, I'm finicky about my backings. Ladies, I kid you not. So I'm gonna make this old in the back, because if it looks old in the front and the back doesn't look old, it kind of defeats the purpose, right? I don't know about you ladies, but I'm gonna make this backside, and you can probably line it up with something else. You know, put it on a piece of cardstock that has a backing. I guess you could do that too. Oh, I have some cheesecloth. I went staticky again? Am I staticky again, ladies? Am I? Can you hear me? Uh-oh.
You're just a bit staticky.
Am I?
Yeah, just a little bit.
I don't know, ladies. I think it's YouTube. It's not me.
It's just YouTube, that's all.
All right, so we got some cheesecloth that I put in. I'm going to wipe my hands off with this cheesecloth. I got coffee on my hands. I know, grody, right? My voice again, does it sound like I'm underwater? I think it has to do now, it has to do with YouTube.
May, you just have to stop swimming while you're crafting. You can't do that.
Is that what it is? I'm swimming?
You're swimming and crafting. You
It's
can't do that.
the mic.
How do I know?
It's plugged into the right thing.
What white thing? The mic?
The mic's in the camera.
Can you guys hear me now? Is it all right now?
No.
It might.
Whoops, you went off. No. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Now you're clear.
Can they hear me?
Creative inspired says you sound like a mermaid.
I'm sorry. It's YouTube. It's not me.
It's not me. It's, yeah, she's right. It's YouTube.
It's YouTube. I don't know how to fix that. All right, we're going to dry some cheesecloth. So I probably sound like, I don't know. Do I sound robotic?
No, you sound clear now. Try to refresh, guys. Now they can hear you.
Now they can hear me. You can hear me now. The rain is falling.
Go, May. Miss Linda said, yeah, there you go, girl.
All right, we're going to probably tuck that somewhere else. My aunt doesn't speak English, ladies, but she understands it. It's so sweet of her to join me. Sound is clear. All right. I think it's that whiteboard. I have a whiteboard that I can connect my my camera on, and I think that's what it is. It's probably failing on me. I'm sorry, what? Eric always sounds muffled. That's just his natural voice. He's got a funky voice. He's Funky Cole Medina. Sounds good. All right. All right. So we're going to dry this. I just took some cheesecloth. And this is what we have in so far. We gotta make it a little bit girly, you know, because we like the shabby chic, but I know it's a junk journal. And I got this piece here that I want to use too, so I'm going to bring that over here. Might add there. You know, we got to add something. And cheesecloth dries up pretty fast. It smells like burnt coffee in here, ladies.
Where do you get all your ephemera?
Ephemeras?
For your junk journals?
Okay, so these I purchased at these here little Tim Holtz stuff I purchased at Hobby Lobby, and Joann's had their Tim Holtz ephemeras on sale for 30% off. I'm gonna make this into a little tag, ladies, because you know we got to get a little bit girly here, a little bit more funky. So we're gonna add a little tag. And I guess I could have punched a hole, but I really don't want to feel like reaching over. I guess I better stop being lazy. I better stop being lazy. You guys made me pull out all my punches. I've retired the punches and I had to bring them back out. It's been a while. But if you don't have a punch, just tie a knot and glue it on. You don't have to go out and buy all these tools because, quite frankly, I don't like too many tools. So I like shabby chic. All it requires is a glue gun, fabric, and laces. All right, so now we have that funkiness going on there. We're going to album back over. We've made this little cute tab here with that little label thingy. So we have that. So we're done with that one. In here, we can add another one of these little tag notes that they can write a little message, some love notes, I don't know, whatever you have in mind. Go back in there, stay there, okay? And let's work on the inside. Tell you, lady, this is going to be a long one. I hope y'all have some patience. Sometimes I don't have patience, and I keep telling my kids, patience is a virtue. And sometimes I don't have that virtue, but I'm going to take this piece of fabric because I got to get my fabric on because I'm having some fabric withdrawals.
Does it come out beautiful? It's clear now, May. Cover your ink pad.
Oh, cover my ink pad. I know. Yes, I know, Miss Penny. It's a habit of leaving it there uncovered. All right. All right, so I'm having some withdrawals, so we're gonna glue this ephemera that I got from Tim Holtz. It says nest and eggs. Nest and eggs. And I get to use my fabric scissors. Woohoo!
May. Cindy says she's almost done with her angel.
I'm sorry, what?
Cindy says she's almost done with her angel.
Oh, okay. Cool.
They are yelling at you to cover up your ink pad.
Yes, I know. It's covered. It's covered. It's covered.
Anita says hi.
Hello, Anita. Get that. Sorry, ladies. Paranoia at its best. We're going to bring out the fabric, bring out that I just moved my No, we don't have this trim anymore. That's a Create Details trim. And I know she doesn't have it anymore. I'm hoping I can punch through that, and I doubt it. I doubt it.
Chris wants to know if you're doing a show tonight also.
No. No show tonight. No. All right, we have some of that, some of this, and we're going to start gluing some laces and some, so we're not having too many withdrawals, you know.
More of a good hole punch that also puts in the eyelets that works good.
Yeah, the crocodile, I just used it. It's this one. I use this one. This one has, you can do the eyelet right here, and then you can punch your holes as well at the back. This one punches the holes, and then this one in the front, if I switch it, see that? The mechanism in the front is for the eyelets, and then when I go back, that cuts, that punches. Okay. All right, so we're just going to go with that one, I guess. Just with the one. Well, maybe we'll add. I keep bringing this one over, and I haven't yet used it. And every time I bring it, I put it right back. So this time I'm going to still not be successful, and I'm going to put it right back.
And a hole punch at the dollar store work for that?
I have never tried a hole punch from the dollar store. I have a saying, sometimes cheap has its price behind it. I don't know if I would trust a dollar store punch. I don't know how I feel about that. There's certain things I will not go cheap on. I like a sale, but I don't like anything that's going to break within a month. Does that make sense? I don't think I can do that, ladies. Nope, that won't work. Nope, that won't work. I'm trying to use what's on my desk, ladies. I guess I could use, oh wait, do I have the ones? Oh, I do. I have the Want2Scrap trims now. Hold on. Hold up, I forgot. I had these Want2Scrap. These are the new Want2Scrap ones, and you guys know I like the Boho. So we're going to go with this one because I like this one. So this is the Want2Scrap Gimp one.
Nancy wants to know what's a budget.
What's a budget for what? I don't know. I don't know what budget. That word is like not in my vocabulary. Somebody in this room tries to think that that vocabulary exists for me.
How long's the code good for?
The code is good until the 30th, and you can go there now and use the code and get your 30% now until the 30th. You have until the 30th, ladies. Look at that. Talk about good eye measurements. Look at that. I cut it right to fit. Wow. It's amazing. I amaze myself sometimes, ladies.
Budget is a bad word.
Budget is a very bad word. I don't know who came up with that budget, that whole budget thing. But he's not my friend. And whoever mentions it, Mr. Larson.
Don't mention a budget.
Yeah, he doesn't mention the budget to me either. He knows better than that. Okay, we got to decorate, ladies. You know, we got to put the shabby on. Even though it's a boho, boho chic, but I put that chic in there for a reason.
And what is that reason?
That it's going to have some shabby chic in it.
You're too funny.
Boho chic means it's going to have some shabby chic in it. Got to. Come on now.
It has to have some kind of chic in it.
Has to have some kind of chic in it. Arabian chic. Shabby chic. What else do we have?
Oh, Christy, that's not going to happen.
What?
You need Eric to help out and craft with you.
He does craft. He doesn't tell you guys this, but he does craft with me.
Whatever.
He does, ladies. Don't let him fool you. Don't let that man behind that computer screen fool you. He does craft in here. He'll come in here and he can whip out some cards really nice.
Whatever. Kid cutting straight line.
Okay, I'm lying. Okay, ladies, I'm lying. I just said a lie.
Oh, you know Eric can do it.
He doesn't like to craft. All right, so we're going to take our cheesecloth. Cheesecloth with it's a really cute touch. To give it a really nice distressed look. No, I don't think I want it there.
Most husbands actually craft with them.
Some husbands, yeah. All right. We're going to pretend we have that it's pulled through the hole.
Want to see my work.
They want to see your work?
Mhm.
Oh, he's really talented, ladies. Very talented. He was even talking about using some of my crafty stuff for his fish. What's that stuff? Fly tying stuff. Can you imagine that? Imagine that. Don't you use the nerves of him to come in here and want to use my stuff for his fly tying?
Well, he's trying to craft. Come on now.
He's trying to.
I'll teach a class. It'll take 5 minutes.
He'll teach a class. He said it's going to take about 5 minutes. All right, so we're going to do another pocket, ladies. You guys ready for this pocket measurements? All right. So this pocket measurement is, where's my ruler? Anyone see it? I did. Okay. You guys are supposed to be helping me, but you're not helping me, ladies. All right, it is 5 inches wide by 3 5/8 inch long, and we scored it at first 1/2 inch and then at 5/8 of an inch. So 1/2 inch, then 5/8 of an inch, and then scored it again at 4 3/8 of an inch, and then at 4 1/2 inch. You're going to score those. Okay, so 1/2 inch, 5/8 of an inch, 4 3/8 of, I have it marked here, 4 3/8 of an inch, and 4 1/2 inch is where you're scoring. And you're going to turn it the other way, and you're going to score it at 3 inch, and then at 3 1/8 inch. So that way you have those really pretty edges. Okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and distress. Oh, and I use my, oh, sorry, I didn't tell you guys. I took my hole puncher and I lined it right into the center. I measure it from my folds. You have to measure it from your fold. Once you measure it from your fold, you figure out the center, and then you take your punch and you go in halfway in, just like I did there, and then do like a semicircle punch and punch it out, okay? That's all I did there. No biggie there. If you don't have a punch, just take something that's round. For instance, you could take the round bottle, the end. I'm going to do it this way. Mark it at the halfway point. Take your pen or pencil. Mark it. And then cut that out like that. Okay? If you don't have a punch. I know some of you guys are more fabric ladies and than anything. All right, so then we're going to figure out our score marks here, because you have the 1/8 inch and the all over the place, right? Good night, Crafty Moo. Thanks for joining us. All right. So you see the difference that distressing can make on your project. It makes it really old, even though the paper is not really old. All right, so on the outside, we're going to put our score tape, and make sure you don't put it on the 1/8 inch side. I'm losing my score tape left and right here. All right, snip it right where those two folds meet together. Miter, and if you want, you can take, if you want to be precise. Night, Karen. If you want to be precise, you can take that corner piece that you cut from the other end. If you want your other end to be precisely the same, you can use that as a little tracer mark. Cut it. I don't always do that, ladies, because man, that would take forever. But if you want to be precise.
Chris, isn't it score tape in the pink tool thingy also?
The what?
Isn't it score tape in the pink tool thingy also?
In the tool? Huh? Is the score tape in the pink tool thingy also? I don't understand your question, Christy love. I don't understand it, hon. Score tape test tool. I know my husband tries to use some of my craft stuff to make fishing lures. Yeah, somebody here is getting a wise idea. He can do the same thing. Yeah, he found out last night he can use some of my stuff to include the cat hair. So if our cat goes bald, we know why. Bring our little thingy back. So we have the waterfall fold over here. Now we're going to go over here. And I think we're going to put this over on this side here. And we're going to put this here, down here. Oh, no, we're going to have to go over here because this paper matches that. Sorry. We're going to go over here. And then just kind of.
Her tool.
He does. So ladies, that's why we do the 1/8 inch mark so that you get that little nice pop out feel to it. You don't have to use that 1/8 inch mark if you don't want to. You don't have to. That's just something if you want to tuck in more stuff in there, you can do that and not worry about, you know, your pocket breaking or anything like that if you stuff it too much, because that's the thing. If you stuff it too much with paper, because it is paper, it could break. It's paper, you know, it's to be expected. But if you just make that 1/8 of an inch or maybe 1/4 of an inch, depending on how much you're gonna, just make sure you keep that in mind, that you want to make sure you have enough room to tuck in everything in there. Because if you put too much in there and you don't have that room allowance, you're gonna break it. Now I have this piece of doily that I was hoping would fit in there, and that's going to be cute. I think we can make a little cute book, and I just kind of pressed it down, and I'm going to take some images that I have. Let me take some tea. You hate when your husband, yeah, I think I'm going to glue my fingers, my husband's fingers down to something if he grabs my stuff. Yeah,
you can always use super glue.
I can use, yeah, I can super glue. All right, so I have some images here that I'm going to use. And I'm just going to glue these on to my little crocheted piece that I'm going to tuck into that pocket that we just created. And, you know, with paper, like I said, it doesn't have that ability to stretch like when we're doing fabric. It'll break if you put too much in there. So you want to make sure we're going to make a little book. And this is fabric, so I can peel this one off. And I think we need to put some wording in here. So we have some of the Want2Scrap quotes and words. Ooh, ladies, they have this So Stinking Cute now available. You can take a little bit of coffee too and dye this a little bit to make it more vintage, more distressed, more junky. Oops. Ooh, that was sloppy, me. I'm like careful. All right. Let's add some buttons. Been dying to use my buttons. Can you tell? Can you tell, ladies? Can you tell? Can you tell?
Well, you only had it on every piece in the book.
What are you trying to say, Vanessa? What are you trying to say, huh?
You're gonna run out of it is what I'm trying to say. You're gonna have to have Eric go run to Hobby Lobby and get more.
Hobby Lobby makes it just for me because I like it so much that they're gonna make it just for me. Just for me.
Oh, that's cute.
What trim?
The little heart one that you have in your hand.
Oh, you're just now seeing that trim?
Yeah. I'm paying attention to over there. And try not to cough as I laugh.
You actually sound better than you normally have been sounding lately. Because lately you've been sounding like
I know.
you're coughing up a storm.
Been hacking up my lungs and my kidneys.
Someone asked me, I ask you, how do you make a live? I want the steps, please, if you don't mind.
How do I make a what?
A live.
How do I make a live chat? May I ask, how do you make a live? I want the step, please, if you don't mind. A live? I don't, how do I make a live show? You have to go into your video manager in the back. And in your video manager, it's going to show you, if you have to have a YouTube channel. But it's going to show you your, once you click on video manager, you're going to see live stream. And you got to click on that. And then you got to create your event. And then once you click on create event, you'll be able to go live. Pick the day, the time, and that's all you do. It's not very hard. Okay, I think that's good right there because I'm going to add, let's see. I picked up some little flowers from Prima. Those are cute. I'm going to put a flower there. And a flower here, maybe. And we could tuck it in. We got to remember we're tucking it in. So I think that's good right there. So let's tuck it over here. Maybe. Yeah. There we go. That'll go there. And then for here, we got to make that pocket pretty.
Dora from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Oh, she's from Saudi Arabia. Welcome. Okay, you have to go to your live stream on your back panel, hon, of your YouTube channel. And if you have that up, then you see where it says, go to your channel, where it says live video manager. Click on that. Once you click on video manager, go to live streaming and then click on event, and then you have to add the name of it, add the time, and that's it. Not very hard. All right, we're gonna put some buttons here because, you know, it's my favorite trim, ladies. I have to admit it is.
Do you have any rub and buff to rub on the pockets?
Do I have any rub and buff to rub on the pockets? No, I do not. No, I don't use that one. I use Gilder's Paste. I do have that. We could put some gold in there. Let's see, I got some gilder's paste. I don't like rubbers. Let's see, I got gold. I got patina. I like patina. I have gilder's paste. Do that.
Oh, I like that color.
This is bronze and
I have the gilder's paste, the patina one.
yeah, I like the patina one. It's one of my favorite, but I like these gilder's paste. I used to do a lot of Viva Decor, but that dries up really bad. And so I stopped even not using it, sealed up. I had some that were dried up, so I wasn't a fan of that at all. All right, so I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to put a little bit more of, what did I do with it? I got up and I don't know what I did with it. We'll figure it out.
Is gilder paste wax still available at CWD? Just checking.
I don't know if they should have it because
Yes.
I know they had it when I owned it, so they should have it.
Yes, they have a couple of them.
Okay,
They have to be available.
there you go, ladies. She has gilder's paste. I prefer the gilder's paste versus the other stuff. And I'm looking for my cheesecloth and I don't see it. I
You
think
didn't put it up on the top of your desk?
no, I think when I got up to look for my gilder's paste, I must have dropped it.
Trash can. It might have dropped in the trash.
Yeah. I must have, ladies. I don't know where I did with it. Anyway, I'm going to come back and I'm going to put a little tag of, what do you call that?
Miss Linda says, May always blows me away with her talent. But don't tell anyone I said that.
Oh.
Hush.
Okay, so we're going to put, once I find my cheesecloth, I don't know where I threw it. You would think I'm disorganized, but I just had it in my hands and it's disappeared on me.
Jerry says, Linda, listen.
Listen, Linda, honey. Linda, you're being teased, hon. Linda, I like that little boy. Linda, honey.
I gotta try to find that video again. He's so hilarious.
He is. All right, so we're gonna tuck that in there so they can have some notes. And we're gonna put this little flower here. And it's a Prima flower. And then I'm gonna grab one of Want2Scrap quotes because they have some wonderful new quotes. Oh, that's pretty hard. And we're going to use, let's have a little think. And if Vanessa can share that link, that would be awesome. And you know what? These little cards that they enclose them in, let's not toss that. Let's use that, okay? Let's recycle.
Link is coming up.
This is the new stuff that's coming out, and this is one of Michelle Pipeling's favorite saying. Let's have a little think.
Oh, the backings, May, you can use those for greeting cards.
Yeah, I just said that.
Ooh.
I just said don't toss
those words.
Yeah, I just said don't toss those because they could be recycled.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna recycle those. All right, so I kind of did that already, distressed it. Let's. Hey, can you wipe? Hey, wipe that one for me, please, because I need to wipe my hands, ladies. Paranoia at its best. Ooh, we're going in late, ladies. So we're gonna do this last little page here, and then we're gonna call it a day. How's that? So then on the next one that we're going to do, we'll learn some other pockets. We'll do some other pocket measurements for this. I will try to get the measurements for these pockets for you done so that you guys can, and I'm going to probably put some of this washi tape. Let's see. No, that's not going to work. I was going to try to, thanks. My husband's so great. He brought me out. I can't stand my hands to be dirty, ladies. You really can't.
I'm not going to go there again.
Huh?
I said I'm not going there again.
What's that?
I'm not going to say those words again.
Let's have a little think.
No.
What?
I'm not falling for that one. You know the one I said earlier?
Stinking cute?
No. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Okay, I'm going to smack Vanessa here in a bit. It's a virtual smack. All right. So we're going to have a little think and think of where we're going to add this. Because we're going to add this one here. But I want to put it so that you can still tuck something underneath here. What's that? You say something, Vanessa?
Christy says, suck it up, May.
Oh, you guys are getting brave. All right, so we're going to do it in a way that we're going to seal this down in a way that you're going to be able to tuck in something underneath here. So we're going to do a 3/4 way pocket. And my phone's ringing. I don't know who's calling me.
It ain't me.
All right. So now we have this little pocket in here. And we're going to recycle this baby. Want2Scrap was kind enough to enclose. I want to use this though.
Loretta wants to know when's the next chat.
The next chat is going to be, we're going to put little, let's have a little think at the back. It's going to be Friday. And we're going to continue Friday. So I'm going to do this one page and then Friday we'll continue with the next pages, okay? We had some delays due to technical difficulties. Due to, all right, I gotta put some swirls, ladies, because I love me some Want2Scrap swirls. And these are the swirls 7504. And huh? What time are we meeting up on Friday? Friday's going to be the same class we have every evening, which is 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'm going to attach that here. And I'm underwater again. It's YouTube. It has to be.
It is YouTube.
That is so bizarre. All right, so we're going to add a little thing here and there. And I'm trying to tuck it underneath the letters. What I like about these little adhesive swirls is that you can cut them wherever you want to. You don't have to use that whole piece. And cut it wherever you need it cut.
Okay, those swirls work on tables without having to add extra glue.
I've never had to add extra glue. So,
May you need to alter a shabby chic wipe box to have on your desk.
a shabby chic what box?
One of the little white boxes for the wipes.
Oh,
You need a shabby chic one and leave it on your desk.
oh, well, the problem with that is I have a son. We're going to add this one here.
Maybe if you shabby chic, you won't know what you did.
I'm sorry, what?
Maybe if you decorate it, you won't know what you did.
That's true. If I decorate it, my husband said if I decorate it, maybe my son won't know what it is. So we use the one piece there. And I need more because I like the swirlies everywhere. I'm a swirl fanatic, ladies. Swirl fanatic.
Oh, I can't help it.
These swirls are my favorite swirls. And before I was introduced to Want2Scrap, I used to use the Prima swirls, but they would break off easily.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got introduced to these swirls, oh God, it was game over.
I know, right?
It was just like
It's
getting,
nice when they don't break when you're trying to pull them off the cord.
it was game over for me. All right. So we're gonna add a little crochet flower. I'm going through my drawer that I have pulled up, and I had some little things pulled up. So now we're gonna go and grab some yummy flowers. And we're going to go with some yummy flowers. And these are Prima flowers that I'm going to use. Katira, thank you for joining us, hon. So see, it does take a while to build these pages, ladies. When we come back, we'll do a tag that will be tucked underneath here that you can pull out. I'm going to recycle this. So what I'll probably do is I'll film that one. I'm going to cut it in half and make 2 tags out of that we can tuck. We can use this as a matting. And this came with your, let's have a little think. So we're going to use that as a, actually, do you guys have a minute? We can do that together. How's that? You guys aren't rushed. And then this came with, let's have a little think. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these little pieces of stuff. And I'm just going to add them on here.
If you collect enough of them, you can make a signature to make a junk journal.
Yeah, so don't throw away your little backings. And even the Prima has really beautiful backings and packaging that you can use those. I'm going to mat it right there. See, that's perfect matting. I cut it in half and it was perfect matting for that. Even the Prima has beautiful backings. The Prima ones, well, not this one, but some of the Primas, they used to have really nice matting in the back. You could recycle those. And you can even put some glue dots or dimensional foams.
Oh, Christy, Christy, Christy.
What's Christy
You're
saying?
bad. You're being brave.
What's she saying?
She says she has a son who is even worse than May with cleanliness.
Oh, I have a son who's, my son has OCD. No, he's always been really clean, even with his room. But he's always been really, really OCD about things, about his hand, about things being dirty. Here we can add this here. I'm going to add some glue dimensionals. First, I'm going to distress it. This is one of those ephemeras that you can get from Tim Holtz. And see, that pack can probably be used for a lot of things in this project. And I'm going to use it as 3-dimensional as a tucking mechanism. So let's get some of my Want2Scrap foam dots. And they're really nice and thick. They're about a 1/4 inch thick.
May, what's the name of the distress ink you're using?
Tim Holtz vintage
What
photos.
color?
Vintage photos.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to do this on each end because I want it to be more of a tuck-in mechanism. I think I'm putting it the right way. I can't tell. No? So I probably have to cut that up just a little. Let's just dress that. All right, so now we have a little tucking mechanism that we can tuck some more ephemeras in there, just like so, or pictures, or whatever you want to put on here. You can probably, what I recommend, if you want to add some pictures of something, of a, you can use the back and add your pictures on there. And then that'll be a little tucking mechanism for that pocket. See that? See that? We'll use the other one, recycle that one as well. And there's that. I'm trying to use what's in this little package. Baptiste? All right. I know, my ink pad's open. Closed it. Oh, I closed it. All right, we closed it. Can you tell it's been a while since I paper crafted?
No, I do the same thing. If I normally keep using
No,
the ink.
I normally, when I was paper crafting, even, I would, because it dries it up.
Mm-hmm.
Dries it up, so I know better than that. It's just, you know,
What's the glue you're using?
huh?
What type of glue you're using?
I don't like this glue. This is actually, I'm only using it to finish it up. It's the art glitter.
Oh.
I don't really care for it, but I'm trying to use it up. All right, so here's this one. If I had my cheesecloth, I would probably be throwing some cheesecloth in there. I'm going to actually use a button. I don't know what I did with my cheesecloth. It's probably staring at me and making funny faces and telling me, ha 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 ha, you don't see me. But all right. Ooh, I had a child that took out the trash without being asked to. You guys imagine that? All right. Button, corner, blue. What's that?
You also what's on your lap.
Oh, it's a piece of fabric. Piece of fabric. We can put this one in halfway in, and again, you can use it as a little tucking mechanism. Almost like a little slot for a pocket. You're going to do that, then you can't seal it all the way through so that you can tuck in your pictures like that in there. Okay? So we can tuck in other little mechanism in there like that, and then we can put that in there. Okay? But we're going to go with that one. Okay? There we go. All right, now I'm going to add some flowers here, and then we'll be done for today. For sure. For sure. Ladies, seriously, I don't know what I did with my cheesecloth. It's sitting here somewhere, looking at me, making fun of me. These are Prima flowers, and you don't have to use all these things. I'm going to cut this here. I always try to figure it out before I even try gluing anything down. That could be used for a little swirly thing there.
Chrissy says, love it, May. You make it look so easy to do this. I would just have to have a heaping pile of nothingness.
Oh, I've seen your work, Christy, love. I've seen your work. Don't even go there, girl. All right, so I'm going to go with that. She does beautiful work.
Deborah says, love the flowers.
Yeah, these are really nice, pretty Prima flowers. What collection is this? Hold on. Vintage Emporium Flowers. Allegra.
Then what time?
Friday, it is going to be at 7 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific. Why are you correcting me?
You just said 7 p.m. Pacific.
Oh. My husband's trying to confuse me over here, ladies. All right, I think I'm going to go with these. These are also Prima. I don't know. I've never been really a fan of these little tiny ones that they always put in those packs. But I like the burlap look of that. What do you guys think?
I love that.
With the swirls, it looks cute, popping out.
You make it look like they have a bee line going from it.
Right.
That's gorgeous.
Can't cover the think there. Can't cover think. I'm going to tuck that under there. Just like that.
Those words would go good on a card.
Mm-hmm.
A crafter's card.
Yeah, I mean, even like that, that would be a cute little card to do, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be a cute card.
It'd be a gorgeous looking card.
I like all the measuring. Gosh. I'm not about the measuring, ladies. I'm not going to kid you. Who am I kidding? I'll leave that for the card makers. All right.
Chrissy, we all have our own way of making things gorgeous.
Yes. I think everybody's talented in their all beautiful, unique way.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to crinkle this leaf up because it's too perfect for me. And I don't want it to be too perfect, so I'm going to crinkle it up, scrunch it up a little. And
Miss Lynn says, yes, thinking cute.
All right. Diane, before you have the shelf statement.
bye, Diane. Thank you for joining us. I'm sorry it's taking me so long. All right. So if we cut a couple of these, I'm going to be done. And
How big is it now?
what?
Okay.
Oh, it's going to be thick. It's going to be a chunky thing. See that? All right. So now we have, let's bring that page back. dropping things, ladies. All right. So here's our front cover. And we're probably going to add a little flower or something here because this is too bland for me. So I'm probably going to go with this cute little heart that you can get at Shabby Chic Boutique, and that heart, that flower from Prima. And I think I like that. Fair enough for me. I make it easy. There you go. That's good enough for me. Okay, so we have this page, front, okay, and then that page, and then we have this page with all the little waterfalls, and you can cover these up if you want with decorative paper or designer paper. And then we have that pocket. We tuck that in there. And then we took, of course, the clothespin and put some washi tape. And then in the inside, we did this. We took a piece of crochet, folded it in half, made a little booklet, tuck it inside this other pocket you guys made together with me. And then we went over here, did this little tag, and recycled Want2Scrap's backing or packaging, and did these two, goes in there, and then voila, there's that one, and then that's going to go in here, and then on Friday we'll work on these two pages, these the bag, this, and so that's how our album's going to be so far. See? So we're packed in here, ladies. Okay?
Christy says, May, every time you move over or lean over, your mic goes underwater.
I don't know what's causing that. I don't know what's causing it. Seriously, I don't. Okay.
Beautiful, stunning, gorgeous.
Like, say, I think May is one of the best and most sweetest out there.
Oh, you're so sweet. You're welcome, ladies. I thank you so much for coming here, and I'm sorry about all the little troubles that we have with, you know, the mic and the camera. We're trying to fix it. We went out and got new mic, new speakers, new computer. I don't know. I think it's YouTube. I can't go any further than a new computer. He just put this new computer in. So the old computer's sitting behind me. My daughter graduated to that one. And we got a new camera. Nothing seems to work. I really don't know. I think it's YouTube now.
I agree, Miss Linda. Just want to say, I think May is one of the best and the most sweetest out there.
It can't be a short just because it's attached. I just attached the camera directly to the computer. So it's not a shortage. I don't know. I think it's actually YouTube. It's actually YouTube in the live stream, I think.
I think so.
Because I've changed everything out. I've changed the camera. I went and got a new camera. I went and got a mic. I went and got, I have a mic card. I've done all that. I can't think of anything else to do. Sorry.
Kate, thanks for having these classes. My life has changed.
Who said that?
Kate.
Oh, Autumn. Oh, thank you, hon. I'm so glad that you're enjoying these classes. We're so happy to have you with you, hon. I need you to give me your address again, hon. I need to make sure Michelle has it. I think they tried to ship to you and something about the address wasn't coming out right. I just got the message while we were in class. So if you don't mind giving me that, hon, that way they can get your teapot album sent out to you. Anyway, ladies, oh, I'm going to check something on Want2Scrap because I know they were working on some new releases. You know, I have sent, oh, they did release some new stuff. I've sent some other things to them for them to work. One is that exploded envelope. They're going to be releasing it this coming week. I get the sample is going to be sent to me. So as soon as it comes here, I will be showing you guys all the goodies of that in that video. All right, ladies. Anyway, this is it. Until Friday, same time, same place, continuation. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if I move. The cord shouldn't be, if I'm moving, the cord shouldn't be moving. Yeah, well, he's going to try the other camera and see. I don't know. I really don't. Anyway, ladies, until next time, thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget the coupon code is EnablerMay20, and you get 20% off your total purchase price from now till January 30th. Keep an eye on the store. I do know that they're going to be releasing some new things, that some new ideas. Someone thought about the mixer, so the mixer's coming. They're working on that. And I think that was Claire, and they're working on some other stuff for you guys. So just keep an eye on the store. New stuff is coming out, ladies. Anyway, till Friday. Bye-bye.
Bye.